Winning.
We're on, yay.
We're there. Okay. This is like our first week in like 5 weeks without technical problems. Either somebody's computer crashes or it's not hooking up to Wi-Fi. So I think we're good. Okay. So tonight, what is today's date? It's the 23rd. We're really, really close to the end of the month. And Rach and I were just chatting about how, gosh, I wish I could tell y'all what was about to come out, but I just can't. I'm like, it didn't. We're very much at it's hard to train right now because we've got some things coming.
Really cool things.
Yeah, we're excited. And I know the biggest question has been, oh my gosh, is it CBD oil? No, not yet. We can at least say that. CBD oil is not launching this week. There's a few more regulations and some things they have to go through to get to that point to be able to actually sell it. Tarl and Alec, our CEO and our president, did mention to us in Hawaii that they are hopefully going to continue to do some really great things like purchasing blank, you get CBD oil for free, or ranking up to silver, get CBD oil for free. So they're really trying to get CBD oil in people's hands to build the testimonies, to build the love for the product. So when it does launch, it's almost like a, well, duh, I love it kind of thing. So they do want us to be able to have our hands on it. But with a lot of different rules and regulations, sometimes things can't be for sale yet. So they've got to wait for everything to get perfect because Plexus doesn't do anything changed. They're never going to launch a product and then be like, oh, JK, we didn't take care of it and take it off the market. No. So they want to make sure everything's great. So us being right at the end of September, you hear us talk a lot about, we mentioned this multiple times when we chat with all of you about us being a 90-day business. And it doesn't really make sense until you practice it, until you practice your business in a 90-day sense. Meaning the activity that you do now will alter the way that your December and January will go. And you may think, not really, I can hustle right then. I promise you, if you have not really clocked and looked at your numbers, I challenge you to look at your reach outs daily. So some things that I keep up with in the notes of my phone, like one of the things I keep up with is like some certain Instagram followers or Instagram hits or messages from polls or things like that. I like to track certain things because it makes me kind of see like, hey, what's working, what's not working. So some things that I've tracked before in my business to kind of prove this like scientific little experiment over here was a 90-day chunk of time to see like, okay, how many people am I talking to on a weekly basis? Maybe this week it was only 5, maybe next week it's 10, maybe the next it's 15. And I kind of look at numbers, maybe the next it was 0 because heavens to Betsy, something happened, right? And you kind of look at the seasons of your life, and there have been months that my reach outs and my contacts are very, very, very low. And then all of a sudden, maybe I kick something into activity, but I'm like, why am I not seeing the fruit of that? I'm in massive activity right now. Well, then I have to go back and look at what I've clocked for the past 30, 60, 90 days. And it's like, well, duh, that was a massive lull season. And then there's times like, honestly, August was a really hard month for me, big transition, but I had really great fruit in August with my business. Why? Because I had massive activity in May, June, and July. And so it really set me up for an August that I wasn't very hands-on with my messages because it was what I did in the prior 90 days, if that makes sense. So if you've never kind of looked at your numbers for what you do in a given week, month, and track it for 90 days. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't need a spreadsheet or anything like that, but what makes sense for you, I promise you when you look at those numbers, you're going to go, oh, and then evaluate for yourself. If you're like, this month literally sucks for me. This sucks. Like nobody's talking to me about Plexus. Nobody's responding, no engagement. I want you to kind of rewind your brain. What were you doing in May? Was it kindergarten graduation? Was it high school graduation? Or your kids literally getting ready for summer and you were doing 4,700 different things every day and your business was on your back burner? Were you in summer mode? Were you headed to a cruise? What happened in that May, beginning of June time for you? That kind of makes sense of why September is the way that it is. People need to have multiple follow-ups with us, multiple encounters. Maybe that's not even us talking to them, but it's them seeing a post, them seeing a poll, them having that belief built. So that's really important there, for that open door sign. We say that constantly too in our business for what they see. So challenge y'all to look at that. This is the last few days of September that's setting us into a really big time for people. Holidays, People are around people. It's a great time for us who we haven't seen people in a long time. You're going to see people in other scenarios and places. People gather more. People are more happy. And I think it's a big excuse when we say things like, oh, well, it's the holidays. Everybody's on a budget. Not so much. Honestly, people are on a budget year round. People are broke year round. People spend money year round. We just put these scenarios in our heads and say, oh, well, it's summer, it's slow. Oh, well, it's the school, it's slow. But people are going to spend their money on what they want to spend their money on. And they're going to do it when they feel like it's a priority. Every single one of us has have a time in our life where we said enough is enough. And we said, tomorrow's mine. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. And it didn't matter what your friend was doing or the time of the year. You had enough. You felt like, no more. And you changed something. Could have whacked your hair off, could have cleaned out the pantry, could have totally rearranged the closet, could have finally purged the closet. Like, you're just like, I'm done, right? It could have just finally been you bought that product. So think about that with your business, of where we're at. Don't make excuses for people, what's coming up for the next seasons. But here we are into September, and we've got a really great promo code that ends in just two days, the 25th. Today's the 23rd. So the 25th ends at $40 off coupon. I was chatting with somebody, it's a sideline person, nobody on our team, but they said something and I was kind of like, not so much. They're like, oh, well, there's promo codes all the time. They'll come around again. And I kind of had to nicely say, hey girl, that's kind of like saying flat out, your kids or somebody saying like, oh, my mom will buy it. She's always got it. Not the big of a deal. We'll go to the store again. She'll get it next time. That's kind of sounding ungrateful. It's kind of making it feel like, you're being a little rotten over here and you're expecting something. This $40 coupon thing is very, very new for Plexus in the past 6 months. We did not see these things prior to 6 months ago. This was not a thing. I think we're doing it because we've got a lot of new products coming out this year. We've got a lot of new changes. They're trying some new things in shipping. They're trying new welcome packs. We're trying new, health and happy box. We're trying a lot of new. And with a lot of new means bumps in the road, hiccups, changes. And so they're giving us this amazing blessing and saying, hey, we know we've got a lot of new and we know we really don't know about this yet. We know we've got some glitches over here, but hi, we love you. We're also going to give you a $40 coupon to build your business. Those can stop at any time. So don't take those for granted thinking, oh, well, they do those every single month. I'll just wait for the next one. Please, I can't tell you that enough. Rachel and I went through about 2 years in this business where we didn't see anything like that from corporate, except maybe on a random holiday, it'd be free shipping, maybe. And so they've been very grateful in 2019, more than I've ever seen in these 5.5 years. So please don't think, oh, it's going to come around in October, because we don't know. We really don't know that. They don't prep us, Jules nor Diamonds, on the promo codes. It literally is boom, here they go. They're available to everybody. So take that to your advantage. Really, really think about that. Last night in our event, we had a great event, by the way. If you were a part of that, thank you so, so, so much. It was a great event. If you weren't a part of it, it's still up. You can totally go add your people and say, hey, check it out. It's like a library. Go read some articles over it. It's really awesome. And they can easily guide themselves. But I put some sample messages in Club Silver Stars the day before the event about some simple ways to follow up, brief stuff, and about saying hey, we've got a $40 off coupon. It's a great time. Now's a great time. We've got new products I've heard that are launching this week, and you can say that because it's true. You can say things like, we've got CBD right around the corner. They're launching it this fall. And it's fall, by the way. Today's the first day. You can say that because that's true. It is going to happen. You can also say we've got some really exciting things rolling out for the end of the year with Plexus, because that's true. We do. And you can say, I've got a $40 off coupon. Now's the time. One of the ways I really like to word that is I don't even like to describe the difference between, oh, your welcome pack is $99 and your sign up is $39.95. I say the combo pack that we've been chatting about is $139.95, but you get it with that coupon for $99.95. So I don't go into this big detail about, oh, well, it's $39.95 and then it's $99, but then you add those together and then not. It gets confusing. So I just say, hey, girl, the triplex is $139.95, but right now it's $99.95. That's a hell of a deal. Do you want in on this? And I'd say that. That's a hell of a deal. Do you want in on this? I'm very real. I'm very raw with it. I'm not staged in my scripting. And just make it easy. Really. I texted one of my girlfriends today. I said, hey, are you going to get on this $40 off coupon or not? She hadn't responded yet, but I put it up there to her. Hey, what are you going to do? Put it in there, go ahead and be ballsy about it. Say that. So yeah, I just really wanted to hit on that to show the importance of what that coupon really is. And that can get not taken away like in a negative way, but they can just go and that's it. And you don't want to, be like, oh man, now I've got the burning fire to reach out to people and I don't have anything to offer them. You do have something to offer them at all times. Great products at a great price. But now you've got something spectacular that adds on top of that. You've got $40 off. I know if somebody told me right now, hey, $40 off at Bath & Body Works, my butt would be there. If somebody said, hey, $40 off on your entire Hobby Lobby purchase, my butt would be there. We'd be waiting in line, and all of you would too, out in the heat and the cold. $40 off at Ulta, Ashton would be the first one down the doors. I know it. $40 off at whatever. Think about that. I know that. She would camp out at the nighttime to do that. I know that. So think about that. Don't underestimate people for thinking, oh, well, Plexus, they may not want, I'm not sure. No, this is huge. You build up the excitement. You build up that belief for them, and it all goes on the power of our words. Don't say, I hope, I wish. Say, you're going to love. This is phenomenal for you. There's no better time. Girl, I'm not lying. Now's the time. This is going fast. And when this new product rolls out on the 28th of the month, I promise you, I have a feeling we're going to go back. I have a feeling we're going to go back order or sell out. It's going to be a limited thing. I can't say any more than that, but you can say that to people. You can say, hey girl, I don't know when this is going to run out. I'm going to tell you stock up for the season because I don't know. If you love this like I love this, when it goes kind of thing. So it's okay to use that wording. It's not lying. It's you just building that emphasis on what you already love and passion on that. So it's kind of what I want to share about tonight.
Yeah, totally. And I just want to backtrack. I don't want to unmute myself and interrupt, but Jill's dad one time, if y'all don't know him, he's like a total boss salesperson. He's had all these radio stations. But anyways, basically he's incredible at sales. And on his door, I can't remember the exact words, but it says something like, the only time that's a slow time in sales is when you're not opening your mouth or something like that. Mm-hmm. Do you remember that? It's something I totally butchered that, but that was the idea that he was like, no, if you're a great salesperson, which that's what we are. That's what we are. We're hustling vitamins on a daily basis. That's what we are. We're salespeople.
And don't be ashamed of that.
Bad day is when your mouth is closed. So there is no thing as, what Jill's talking about, this season's slow and this is slow. It's only slow if you make it slow. So I just want to throw that out there. Also, I just want to touch on what she said about the urgency of the $40 off. I was going to say exactly what she said, so I'm not going to go into detail about that. But the urgency of people being like, I have seen some people, well, I'll just wait for the next coupon. I'm like, where do these people think all these coupons are coming from? But then I realized Plexus has been giving out a lot. But y'all, it really was 4th of July, they would give $17.76 off.
Yeah.
And that's it.
That was our biggest promo of the year. We look forward to it.
So tonight I would take advantage of, write a list of names of anyone you've ever talked to, go in your messenger tomorrow and just scroll through where you can read your past messages, if you're not great at recording who you talk to, and go through and just write down their names and then just message them and say, hey, I know we talked in the past about it, and just send them a quick message and say, I have a couple left. Do you want one? No big deal if not, but I just want to make sure I save one for you. So, and I like to use that wording because then people think oh, well, if I don't want it, then I don't want her saving it for me and, someone else not using it. So that, but also I want to say, go on down your customer list. I love doing this during any promo. I have 2,000 PV right now. So I know I have a lot of people that are ordering from me. So I'm going to go tomorrow, and that's my task that I'm doing is I'm going to go ask my customers, say, hey, you're loving the products, you're ordering them. Let's get you upgraded for free. It costs you nothing else. And now you're going to be able to get a discount on your products that you're already loving. And that's a no brainer for customers. So if that's not on your list to do tomorrow, go down and ask every single one of your customers, because there's nothing for them to lose. They're not paying for anything extra and they're getting a discount on their product. So that's kind of what I wanted to add in. And the last thing I want to add in is I feel like this is the time of the month. If you kind of have a sucky month and you're like, well, I'll just wait till the 1st of October to start, whatever. Why would I even try at the end of this month? I've been there. I've had the attitude. That's why I know. But y'all, there's so much time left in the last of the month. And guess what happens on the 1st of the month? Nothing. you don't change, your attitude doesn't change. All you've done is put off your business more. So if you have the mentality of like, well, September's already sucked, whatever, it has for me. I'm going to be honest. Like, we moved and then I went to Hawaii, which was amazing. But because of that, I had very little time to work my business. I've still messaged some people, but definitely not like I normally do. So instead of having the mentality of like, well, whatever, I'll just wait till October. It's like, no, you know what? I'm going to freaking pick up my slack and I'm going to bust it the next week. Even though we're at a family reunion, I don't care. I'm going to work in the morning, bust it out and finish the month strong, because if I just lag this month, that means in October, it's going to be even further behind, in November, even further behind, and you're never going to get caught up. And then that's when it, like, the business isn't fun anymore. It just becomes this, like, I'm so far behind. Where do we even start? So just start now, restart if you need to, but you don't have to put pressure on to, have this like, oh, well, it's either all or nothing. If I'm not 100%, then I might as well not do anything.
We're all really guilty of that with everything in life. We are. And I've chatted with a lot of us about that. It's like, well, if I'm not going all in there, then it's like, well, what's the point? And I struggle with that too. It's a big thing that we do. And I think women carry that a lot, especially if you have a certain type of personality, color personality, Enneagram, whatever you may fall into. So I know I'm that person. So if you're that person, it's okay. Hey, girl, struggling perfectionist, we're there. I feel like I was just going to say something and completely forgot what I was going to say. Squirrel. Who knows? Maybe not. But moral to the story, new launch this week. It's going to be fun. I'm really excited about it. I really never thought Plexus would do this. And once you see it, you're going to be like, oh, hey, Jill, you're dead. Like, seriously. So I just can't even. I'm just excited. My two favorite things collided.
Add on that, yes, we're very excited, but I do want to add too, sometimes when there's a launch, we're like, well, let me see what's coming out first. It's not going to affect anything, but don't be like, oh, let me see what's coming out, then I'm going to open my mouth. Like,
it's not 100 PV, so that person could not just buy that product. No.
It's just an add-on, but it's an amazing, y'all are going to love it, but I just want to.
It's going to be great for
because I've had this mindset before, so I'm trying to
yeah.
I know some of y'all are probably feeling. So
it's going to be great for customer PV. It's a great time if you are not somebody that dips into customers and you're like, I probably need some customer peeps. It's a great time to dip into customers, and it's a great time for people to have add-ons. It is not the type of product that somebody's going to purchase alone, because it's not going to reach you 100 PV. You wouldn't get paid on it as an ambassador. It is a great product for your ambassadors already, and also your folks who are sitting around 70, 80 PV, and something really fun and new for them to try. And all I can say is we've trialed it, we've gotten to test run it, and Plexus hit it nail on the head. And let me go ahead and say this, because somebody that we were sitting to in Hawaii was like, oh man, that's not like me. That's not my style. And then Genevieve, who is in one of our, I can't even remember her title. She's just phenomenal. She's like killing Plexus. She like does all the things and all the hats. She's one of our trainers. And she coaches a lot for corporate and all the things. Anyway, she said flat out in Hawaii, she said, and I know some of you right now are going, well, that doesn't mean anything for me, right? And she said, but it means something for a lot of people in your market. You may not be a fan of this, but a lot of people are. And so if you're not talking about it, you're missing out on so many people in your market. So I'm going to go ahead and front load with that. You may not be a lover of this. I don't care. You've got somebody in your market. And I know that you do, because I have never met a bubble of people that not one or more people love this. That's all I'm going to say at that point. All right. Adult diapers. That sounds good. Let's do that.
How about everyone just guess and we'll just shake our head? Yes.
No, we're not giving it away. I want y'all to look at it and be like, oh, of course. Dead.
I have a guess, but I won't say it.
Don't say it. It's like freaking Christmas. I'm so excited.
Oh my gosh, it's literally right beside me. I didn't realize it was right there. Y'all put up there. Note.
I ran out of all my trials because I just could not stop.
Okay, we're going to get off before Jill gives it away. All right, y'all.
Veronica just guessed my guess.
Oh, we can't say anything. Well, everything you guess, I'm going to say no. So I'm poker face to all guesses, even adult diapers. Could be diapers.
All right. UTG.
Are we done recording? All right, guys. Check you later.
All right, y'all.
Bye.